So there you go. Oh, I forgot one other thing. Believe it or not, Dirty Harry also inspired RoboCop. I'm sure all of you know RoboCop, and I'm sure you understand why it was inspired by that. The big gun and everything. And your move, creep. So, of course, you can see that, too. Okay, so anyway, back to the whole video game point. I was watching G4 TV, and while the whole E3 in 2006, I'm sure all you are familiar with E3. It's the expose where they show the video games that are coming out. It happens like every year annually, like in springtime or summer or something like that. I was watching the one on G4 TV back in 2006, and I just lost it when I heard that they were coming out with a game for Dirty Harry. See, there's some you can see there's some pictures in the E3 event right there, and Clint Eastwood, you can also see Clint Eastwood was there. He was introducing the situations for the game, what the game was going to be like. I'm sure you can find the footage on G4 TV on the G4 website. And they actually showed the trailer for the game. I was just blown away. I just lost it. I was very excited because back then I remembered there was a Dirty Harry game, but it was for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And I remember playing it back when I was a kid, and looking back at it now, it wasn't Dirty Harry. The game kind of sucked. It didn't feel like Dirty Harry. So now, for some of you who aren't familiar with the game, here's a little reminder for you.
I know what you're thinking, punk. You're thinking that he fired 6 shots or only 5. Now, to tell you the truth, I forgot myself in all this excitement. But being this is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and will blow your head clean off, you could ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Or do you, punk?
So does that ring any bells, my fellow YouTubers? I'm sure you'll find some footage here on YouTube, but still, the game is on YouTube right now. And the other thing about the coolest thing about after hearing about the coolest thing about the new game that was coming out, that it was supposed to feature some A-listing actors, 2 of them actually, Lawrence Fishburne and Gene Hackman, who was of course also known playing cop who didn't play by any rules, Popeye Doyle, in The French Connection. And I couldn't wait for this game. They said it was supposed to come out in sometime in 2007. But look where we are now. It's 2008, and there's no word from it. See, it was the game was supposed to come out along with a new DVD collection of the Dirty Harry franchise, and there's no word, any latest word on that either. It was supposed to come out the same time with the game. So I decided to see what was going on. I went up on GameSpot, which I'm sure all of you are familiar of. If you're crazy about video games, I went up there. I went on the site and I looked up Dirty Harry. I found an article on GameStop about the Dirty Harry game. And a source told GameSpot that the Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment team managing the project had been dissolved. However, newly installed WB Interactive Senior Vice President Samantha Ryan appeared to have a strong hand on the helm, proclaiming that the Dirty Harry game will be released eventually. I guess this means Warner Brothers Interactive were having troubles trying to get the game to a perfect game designing company. I guess they were switching it to different companies because they didn't think the first company that they were selling it to wasn't good enough to handle it. So I guess they're trying to switch it to different companies. And then I've been hearing these rumors around that the game was canceled. Canceled?
That's fucking bullshit!
That's right, my friend. It is bullshit. And I don't get it, because it looked like they were going along pretty well with this project, and all of a sudden it just vanished, like it didn't even exist, like the idea didn't even come up. It came up in their heads, like it never happened. You know, it doesn't make any sense. I want to know you fellow YouTubers' thoughts on this, because I've been noticing you've been doing some rant videos about G4 TV and how it's gone to shit and everything. And I'm surprised no one has mentioned about the Dirty Harry game on YouTube, because the new trailer for Dirty Harry